Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit for all of us who are all on this journey to love and to reunite with our divine vibrational matches in this lifetime. And today I've got a couple of channeled letters that I did for a lady yesterday, and they were just sat on my desk this morning, so I was like, okay, I'm going to share those. One was a message from her twin higher self to her. And again, just some really good, lovely guidance for us all to take on board. And then the other one, which I thought was super interesting, she had a friend that had gone over to the other side, and she wanted to know specific questions. So she asked, are you incarnated back on my current earth as a baby soon? Or are you one of the new earths or in the spirit realm? What are you doing now? So basically wanting to know, where is he? What's going on for him? So I'll share that letter first. And also I'm going to share a Work Your Light Oracle to say, okay, what do we need to know to help us today? So we're all on this path of following our light and, anchoring in love onto the planet. So with that, let's have a little look. Akasha, your Akashic records. Your guidance is divinely guided. So this is, the Akashic records written by Archangel Metatron, and basically all of your, past, present, future are in the Akashic records. It's basically your energetic blueprint. And all of that is saying that this is divinely guided, and it is there because it's written. It's already written. So trust in your guidance. Trust in your intuition knows that, right? Your soul knows your path. And so that's why it's really important to trust. So Akasha exists in the 5th dimension and the Library of Souls. All soul contracts, histories, gifts, lessons, and more exist here. We each have access to this information of the past, present, and future, and can tap into it at any time. While we have free will, there are also points on the timeline of our lives that are predestined or pre-planned. Soul contracts are agreements that were made before incarnating. It could be a company you chose to work for, a relationship you plan to have, or a person you agreed to mentor or help. Whatever it is, know that it is divinely guided and will not bypass you. If you're waiting for a sign to proceed, this card is it. You are likely living out an important part of your soul's journey, and you're exactly where you need to be. This is very exciting indeed. It is time to call in the support of your helpers, both in the physical realm and in the spirit world, to trust the signs that are coming, to take note of your dreams, to notice any feelings or visions that you receive. For you are tapping into the wisdom of the Akasha, and you have been given the go-ahead to proceed. So the transmission is, I open myself up to receive the wisdom of the Akasha. I am ready to download any information from my soul records that is in my highest good and the highest good of all right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I also offer Akashic record reading, so you can have 8 questions. And again, I tap into your Akashic records and then channel whatever comes through for you. So again, just like the channeled letters, you receive 8. With the channeled letters, you receive the picture of the letter that comes through. Same with the Akashic record readings. You have 8 questions. I channel the 8 answers and then send you pictures of the letters that come through for you. So with that, this is so perfect as well, because the Akashic is, there's the soul history and the soul story. And here we go. So this is the letter this is from somebody who's just passed over to the other side. And so the message is, now I am in the debrief zone, going through the soul analysis of what lessons I passed and what lessons I need to replay. So at the moment, I'm still working through it. I don't think I'll be coming back to Earth anytime soon. I kind of want to chill out a bit, have some cyber space time, hang out with my soul tribe up here. I want to be high vibing. I'm certainly not ready to go dense again. Last time it was heavy. It was heavy and hard. I need time to recover, time to float, Time to be free, zipping around the multiverse in my own energy bubble for a minute. I love that. So one of the books that really kind of like sort of woke me was part of my, you know, we all have like significant books that really kind of triggered part of our awakening, and one of those was like he was actually, a lot of mine has been kind of driven by delving into sort of hypnosis, past life hypnosis and future life hypnosis. And you know, anyway, Brian Weiss is his name, who was I think he was German. Yeah, he was a German hypnotist who started noticing that his clients were talking about past lives. And so he studied, did loads and loads of case studies. And I think his book, I'm going to forget the name, which is really annoying, but it's something like Seven Masters, Seven Lives. Anyway, it talks about, you know, the process of what he started to ask the same questions of all of his clients around, you know, what happens to them after their, you know, after the death. And they all sort of like relayed the same thing, that you go into this, just like this, like a debrief zone, where you, just like this letter says, you know, where basically they say, okay, well, let's have a look at your life. You know, what did you learn? What went well? What didn't go well? Do you want to go back down to earth? Do you want to stay here? You know, and so when I did this, I was like, that just took me straight back to a minute ago. Yeah, a minute, like however many years ago, when I read that book, and it really triggered something for me. So I'm going to share it again because it was brilliant. So now I'm in the debrief zone, going through the soul analysis of what lessons I passed and what lessons I need to replay. So at the moment, I'm still working through it. I don't think I'll be coming back to Earth anytime soon. I kind of want to chill out a bit, have some cyberspace time, hang out with my soul tribe up here. I want to be high vibing. I'm certainly not ready to go dense again. Last time it was heavy. It was heavy and hard. I need time to recover, time to float, time to be free, zipping around the multiverse in my own energy bubble for a minute. I love that. It was heavy and it was hard. So, you know, just remember that, just, you know, on those days when you're thinking, this is tough, then just remember, like, as a soul that is coming to this earthly, dense existence, you know, it's not the preferred choice. As a soul, we're kind of like, no, just like it says, I want to be zipping around the multiverse in my own little bubble. And so we come to Earth for lessons, and those are hard lessons. And it is, you know, but the whole lesson is to learn how to love, to learn how to let go of all of the dense energy, and to sort of move more and more into a high vibration state. And so that's what we're here doing, right? So the next one was from her twin's higher self to her. So believe in your spirit. Believe in your spirit being lit by the Holy Spirit, the holy light, the Trinity of divine light and love. If you trust in your heart, then you will know that we are meant to be. We are the flame. We are the fire that burns brightly within our souls. We are burning bright in the power of divine light. We are being watched and monitored by the elders to see how we evolve and take on more and more light. It is happening without our conscious minds knowing. It is happening when we fall asleep at night. Our souls travel across space and time to meet each other. We travel across galaxies together at the dead of night. I love that. Just that, you know, just that thought of like that we all transport ourselves out of our bodies and we're traveling around the galaxy with our twins at the dead of night. It's just such a beautiful notion, right? That we're all just like skipping around out of our bodies and like feeling that zipping around of freedom. So it's just like, again, like this great like message to get about, yes, that's what we're doing. You know, we leave the density and we zip around for like that moment, traveling galaxies in our dreams. So I will read it one more time, and then I'm going to say, I said yesterday, I always say that my messages are so connected, but I was saying that yesterday about the tomatoes and there was going to be a message around tomatoes. Anyway, sure enough, this morning, as I come to do this message, the news story on the radio is about that over this year they were just saying like random things that have happened because of lockdown and because of like COVID. But one of the things is that the tomato sauce has been like completely like sold out. It's been so popular, especially Heinz tomato sauce. And Heinz tomato sauce is number 57. And Heinz, there used to be Heinz, good for your heart. And so it was like the perfect message to get, to say, yes, you know, it's about having a good heart, a free heart, living from the heart. And look at Bowie. Bowie's like, yes, it is. And so I knew it was going to come up. So, and also beautifully, there is somebody who has been to me from this channel that has a connection to Heinz, which again is just like the perfect thing. So I'm going to share it again because it is all about, you know, coming to live in your heart space, coming to live in the divine truth of your heart and living in the light and, you know, everything that brings. So I'm going to do believe in your spirit. Believe in your spirit being lit by the Holy Spirit, the holy light, the trinity of divine light and love. If you trust in your heart, then you will know that we are meant to be. We are the flame. We are the fire that burns brightly within our souls. We are burning bright in the power of divine light. We are being watched and monitored by the elders to see how we evolve and take on more and more light. It is happening without our conscious minds knowing. It is happening when we fall asleep at night. Our souls travel across space and time to meet each other. We travel across galaxies together at the dead of night. Oh, that is just the most gorgeous thing. Oh, we're so lucky. So there, Berry's like, yes. Yes, Berry. So we travel together with each other at the dead of night. So that is the message for today. Thank you to the lady who let me share those letters because they just were like the perfect message for today. And this morning's mantra is, as I was just out on the grass, just, you know, doing some grounding and just putting my feet on the grass and just saying thank you. The mantra that came into my head was, I live in the light of my heart. So I live in the light of my heart. That's the mantras for today. I live in the light of my heart. There you go. So it's all about the Akashic records, saying it's all written, it's all there, all of your, you know, we just have these certain paths that we, you know, we have free will over, but actually it's all there in the Akashic records. But that message about saying, I love it. It is happening without our conscious minds knowing. It is happening when we fall asleep at night. Our souls travel across space and time to meet each other. We travel across galaxies together at the dead of night. Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. So again, thank you for everyone that comes to me for these letters. And, you know, without you guys coming and the healings and the letters and the channelings and the readings, I just wouldn't see all this stuff. I wouldn't see it and get all the connections and get all the messages and see all the, like, the intertwined pieces of the jigsaw coming together. And that is where it's so beautiful. You know, the tomatoes, I knew there was going to be the message about the tomatoes, and then sure enough, that's the thing that's on the radio this morning, like the freaky thing that we've run out of tomato sauce, specifically Heinz 57, good for your heart. So there you go. That's the message for today. I really hope that helps. If you would like to have a healing, a reading, a channeling, or to get any of my books, or to get an Akashic record reading for yourself, 8 questions. And I tap into your Akashic records and then channel whatever comes through for you. So there you go. All details in the link against the video. But in the meantime, I hope you stay well, stay bright, and stay switched on to the light. See ya. Bye.